got this RGB LED a few days ago off Amazon. It's about $19.99, so right at $20, which is pretty standard, but actually like on the low end of lights like this. I have several lights. This is my fourth that is almost the same size on all of them. A year or so ago, I got some RGB, I believe is how you pronounce it. I saw it under a bunch of different names, and they were about 22 a piece, and I love them. The difference between those and modern ones, those don't have modes, like flicker, you know, TV, cop car, things like that. So this has that. But another one that I just reviewed last week is this newer one, which goes for $34 on Amazon. So this one is similar to the other lights I have, where it's actually like physical buttons. In the display looks like this, as opposed to this one. The display is like this, which is fine. Also, this one gives you just a little cleaner look, maybe. And also on the newer one, you can have like saturation for when you're in RGB mode, which is kind of interesting. Anyhow, the other main difference, get this off, is this one has, I thought that they were just like wheels. I was like, oh, that might be pretty fast to adjust, but they're actually spring loaded. So it's not exactly as fast as what you know, like is like just, you know, trying to get to something. So you can click and hold it, and then otherwise it's one by one to adjust, you know, color temperature or whatever. And you can push this to go to different modes. So I'm in RGB. Let me actually turn it down so that it's not so bright behind me here. So camera can't really show it. So yeah, it's down to like 30% in RGB mode. So these work, but I actually don't like them nearly as much as I thought I would compared to just the physical buttons. I just like those better. So there is that for, we'll say if I'm comparing it to this newer one, which I also just got, I like these buttons better than these things, the spring-loaded things. Otherwise, they're very similar. This one looks bigger. When you actually put them together, it's a little thinner, and it is a little bit bigger, like taller. And if we do this way, you can see it's just a tiny bit bigger. But when you actually see the LEDs, which I don't know if you'll actually be able to see it on, and it's kind of bright. Let me turn this down. Let's go to, try to turn it way down so you can actually see the LEDs. And I'm at 1%, and you still can't really see it with the camera. So whatever, the LEDs here go all the way to the out. I'm gonna just turn it off. The LEDs do go all the way to the outside on that, and on this one, this is in RGB mode. So again, the camera's blown out, so you can't really see it. But for what it's worth, let me keep that in mind. So I can see the LEDs are like right in here. So the diffuser is a little bigger than this, but the actual area where the LEDs are at is probably the same. And I didn't really show it on video, but brightness, the newer one does get brighter in every instance. In 3200 mode, like color temperature mode, or in RGB mode, this one's just brighter. Not significant, but it is brighter. Oh, also the newer one comes with, it's already got this diffusion. It comes with this clip-on diffusion, which makes it a little fatter, but it diffuses it even more if you're just looking for like a nice soft light. So again, I like that kind of better about this one. Both of them, are USB charging. Both of them have slots to mount more lights to. Pretty standard. This actually feels pretty cheap, like plastic. So does this, but actually this feels lighter, like thinner plastic. But for some reason this, I don't know, has a little more, the screw mechanism feels cheaper. for some reason. Both of them have magnets in the back, as do my other ones, my older ones. It's kind of like a strip, because if you try to mount it on something like my desk here, it obviously works a little better. I'll just, like for instance here, it would work better if you did it because of it going like across this, which is similar to the newer one. As far as strength of magnets, newer one by a lot. Like it like really clamps on, compared to this one is, I have to like push it against it that hard to get it to snap. I mean, that newer one just like really grabs on. So anyhow, for if money is any sort of issue and you just don't care about, you're just using it as an accent light, where the magnet works, no problem, and you don't need it with the extra diffuser, you don't need it full brightness, and you just want to, you could literally get 2 of these for $6 less than this one. So in that case, then absolutely this is a great light. I have nothing really wrong with it otherwise. It's just if you're looking for one that is a little better, then yeah, I would say the newer one is a little nicer. But anyhow, hard to beat for 20 bucks. So I kind of like it.